Okay, people, 4 p.m. Let's start. Today we're going to continue with break-even analysis. We're going to learn what I call shortcut. Okay, so before we do anything, let me refresh formulas. So far we know that we have two cases. Case where we have units, and case where we have no units, right? So for both condition to break even is total revenue equals total cost. It works for both. Now what are differences? Here X in units, here X in dollars. Total revenue here is PX, total cost is VCX plus fixed cost. Also, break-even point is the sales dollars is P times break-even point as units, and break-even point as a percent of capacity, it is break-even point in units divided on X max. Okay, so solution for this equation gives us break-even point in units. Here, break-even point in dollars. So same equation for different situations provides different results. Now here, the total revenue is X, total cost is VC over sales times X plus, that's X, plus fixed cost, also break-even point as a percent of capacity, it is break-even point in sales dollars over sales max. Those are formula we know so far. Any questions?
Yes, could you real quick explain what you mean by total revenue is equals to total cost? One gives you the BEP in units and one gives you the BEP in dollars.
Well, as you probably remember that we had two cases. One case when we had units like um, pencils, bell peppers, right? What was else?
Right.
So that was units. So when you create two functions, one for total revenue, one for total cost, when you make them equal, solution for
Okay.
this equation will provide you break-even point in units. Because you
Okay.
work with option where units are present. When there is no units, sales, you have sales, you have revenue, I mean not revenue, sales, fixed cost, variable cost, right? But we had no units. We had a few
Right.
questions like that last time. So you create total revenue function, you create total cost function, you make them equal, and solution for this equation will give you break-even point in sales dollars.
Okay.
So
Okay,
the
I see.
result is determined only with what case you're dealing with, units or no units.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. More questions, people? Okay, so this what we know so far, right? Now, last time we didn't have enough time to finish a few questions, so let's do it today. Let's read a fairy tale story. So Galaxy caterers provide dinner for event at price of 87. Did we do that or not? Remind me. I think
No,
we
we didn't.
We didn't? Okay. 87.50 per contract. The average variable cost for a contract is 62.50. Galaxy catered 112 contracts last month and expect that this will be the average for each month in the future. The company is wishing to expand, but the kitchen and food preparation space is limited. The owner has located several possible new locations to rent and needs to determine how much extra space she can afford and still stay profitable. What is the most Galaxy caterers can spend on rent and other fixed costs to break even? So what we're looking for here, people? We're looking for fixed cost, right? Is that clear to everybody? Okay, so fairy tale story is nice and beautiful. Now let's work with numbers. So what is 87.50? What kind of value is that? Any ideas?
Sale price?
Sorry? Sales price, yes. P. 87.50. Okay. What is 62.50?
Variable cost.
Yes, yes. Variable cost 62.50. What is 112?
Units?
Yes, that's number of units. That's particular value for units. Great. So now if we find, if we consider break-even condition, which is TR equals TC, we will find maximum fixed cost, what they can afford, right? So let's do that. So total revenue is PX is 87.50 times 112. Let me calculate that, and you guys calculate as well. So 87.50 times 112, 9,800. Okay, TC. So what I have, VCX plus FC. Yeah, it was total revenue. So variable cost 62.50 times 112 plus fixed cost. We don't know. We're actually looking for that stuff. $7,000 plus FC. So we have finished our preparation. Now we can say total revenue equals total cost. So 9800 equals 7,000 plus FC. So from here, FC is what, 2,800. So that's the maximum they can afford, but still I wouldn't do that, because if it is the case, they don't have any profit, right? So as less as possible, but no more than 2,800. Okay. Questions, people?
Yes, you said that they shouldn't. What was the last thing you just said? Sorry, that.
I said that they should not exceed 2,800 for the fixed cost.
Okay, because or else they won't make BEP.
They will not have any profit.
Okay.
They will have losses.
Okay.
Okay. So, and with number of 2,800, the profit will be 0. Okay, the profit will be 0, and it's not acceptable, of course.
Okay, all right.
So because business is not charity, right? So business has to make profit. Okay, let's move forward. Helen and Michael have approached their uncle Henry for a loan to set up a business. They wish to deliver bouquets of flowers to the people and businesses in their neighborhood. Uncle Henry has asked them to estimate their revenue and their costs and do a break-even analysis. They need to lease a delivery van at $900 per month, including insurance. The cost of advertising would be $300 per month. If they price a bouquet at $35 each, they estimate that they can sell 80 units per month. What is the most they can spend to purchase each bouquet of flowers to break even? Okay, so any ideas? What are we looking for here?
The fixed cost?
Fixed
Cost?
cost, we not
Total cost?
variable cost. Variable cost, guys. Let's read carefully. What is the most they can spend to purchase each bouquet? So purchase
Okay.
each bouquet means they spend money. If they buy one, they pay a certain amount. They buy two times more, and etc., etc. So this value increases each time you increase number of units. So it's variable cost. That's what we're looking for. Now let's work with numbers. Lease a delivery van per month. What kind of value is that?
Fixed cost.
Yes, fixed cost, 900. Okay, the cost of advertising, 300 per month. What is it?
It's a fixed cost.
It's a fixed cost, exactly. Plus 300. Okay. Price, well, it's not a fixed cost anymore, right? So it's price, 35. And X is what, 80, right? So let's see, 1200 is fixed cost. So that's it. Now we're ready to create functions and to calculate break-even, actually not break-even, but using break-even condition, we can calculate variable costs. So total revenue is PX, that is 35 times 80. So 35 times 80, 2800. If it is per month, I will cry, right? Gross 2800. It's very little. So total cost is VC times 80, right? Plus 1200. So we have now, it's time to create equation. So VC 80 plus times 80 plus 1200. Okay, guys, please, what is VC?
20.
20, yeah. 20. Make sure everybody knows how to solve it. If you still don't, go and refer to chapter 2.5. So 20. So if they sell all 80 bouquets, that's $1,200 in revenue. In actually income, it's income. Not even that. I forgot the fixed cost. So they have to find less than $20. They have to find less. If they don't, they're not gonna make any money. Okay. Any questions, people?
Sir, I do. Are we going to go over the 5.1 exercises? I have a question about one of the problems.
You have a question about particular exercise from the book?
Yes.
Okay, hold on, let me start Tixidium. Okay.
It's
So
a
give
short
me the
question.
page. Yeah, give me the page.
205.
205, what's the number?
6.
Number 6.
It's quite a simple
B.
question, but I think I made a few errors along the way.
Okay. Okay, so guys, open book, page 205. Let me hold on a second. I sort windows here, windows there. So let me use this page. So page 206, number 6. Okay, what is that? The Scarlet Letter bookstore has 85K of sales, variable cost 36,550 and fixed cost 27,360. What would its sales have to be to break even? Okay, so that's it. That's it. So we have sales 85,000. First of all, do we have units here? Yes or no?
No?
Do you have units in this question?
Yeah,
Yes or no?
we do.
Okay, what is the unit, please?
So 85K in sales,
No,
VC of.
no,
Oh, the exact?
exact unit. Look here. Here we had question and unit was dinner,
Ah,
right? Here unit was bouquet, right? So what is unit here? Do we have units? Yes or no?
no books.
No.
Exactly. We don't have it. Okay. So fixed cost 27,260. Fixed cost 27,360. Okay, so case of no units, we need to find break even. So total revenue is X, total cost is VC over sales times X. Please turn off your mic for now. Plus FC. So total cost is VC 36,550 over 85. Okay, times X plus 27,360. So let's finish calculation. So 36,550 over 85,000. I said 85. 000. 143 X plus 27,360. Now we have both functions and equation x is 0.43x plus 27,360. So from here, x is, I hope you already know how to calculate it, right? $48,000. That's it. So you see, it is critical to understand what case you have, units or not units. That's it, guys.
Yeah, I'm just writing it down.
Yeah, sure. Let me know when you're done. Whoever asked, did I answer your question?
Yeah, perfectly. And sir, just in case that we wanted to review this class, and all classes are recorded, right?
Of course, every time.
Thank you.
Okay, can we continue?
Yes.
Okay, so we came to the point of that shortcut I promised you, right? So again, two options, units, no units, and this shortcut called contribution margin and contribution rate. So let me give you formulas. So contribution margin is P minus VC, difference between price and variable cost. Contribution rate is contribution margin over price. Now, when we know these values, we can calculate break-even point directly without creating functions. It is fixed cost over contribution margin, break-even point in dollars. It is fixed cost over contribution rate. Here I have to tell you this. Sometimes contribution rate value is very long and inconvenient number, and it's very tempting to round it. So you don't do that. Remember, never ever alterate contribution rate. If you still don't like it, instead of that formula, you can use this formula. Okay? Both answers will be the same. Okay? Now, what about no units? Contribution margin. Well, why didn't change the color? I said green. So contribution margin here is sales minus variable cost. Contribution rate here is contribution margin over sales. And break-even point in dollars is fixed cost over contribution rate. Here we don't have any alternative formula, so contribution rate has to be untouched. That's it. Let me know when you're ready and we will practice that material. Let's see, contribution margin. Okay, let's read that fairy tale story. Rosemary is planning to make fancy multi-tiered wedding cakes for the next wedding season. To make the cakes, she must invest $834 in some special baking pans and tools. To get started, she needs to spend $1,800 to advertise in the newspaper. She estimates that supplies and materials for each cake will cost $60. She's planning to set the price for each cake at $4.99. And we have 4 questions. So before we answer questions, let's put numbers, provided numbers into categories. So 834, what is it? What is that? Fixed cost. Yes, fixed cost is. By the way, do we have units here? Yes or no? People, is this
Yes.
unit?
Yes.
Each cake it's a unit, right? Very good. 834. K, 1800. Fixed cost or variable cost?
Fixed cost.
Fixed cost.
Fixed cost. Yes, it is fixed cost. Very good. Okay, let's see. What is that? 8:34. It's getting dark outside. But it's already days becoming longer and longer. 26:34.
It's dark
Okay.
outside for you, sir?
Sorry?
It's dark outside for you, you said?
Well, if you sit in the room and look at the calculator screen, it's a little dark. So very soon I have to turn on the light.
Very true.
Okay. $60. What is that?
VR.
VC. Variable
VC,
cost.
thank you.
Yeah, 60. And 499 is, what is it?
The price?
Price. Yes, price 499. So we're ready. Let's answer the questions. Contribution margin. So CM is 499 minus 60. 499 minus 60, 439. Contribution rate is 439 over 499. And that's the case, what I told you, long, inconvenient number, very tempting to round it. And at the end of this question, we actually will do that and see how it will affect the result. So we check my statement. Break-even point in units. So let me change color. BIP in units. It's a fixed cost over contribution margin. So fixed cost we calculated 2634 over 439. Six. So as soon as she sells 6 cakes, she's gonna cover all the expenses. Can I flip a page?
Not yet.
Okay. I think, guys, sooner or later we're gonna move for Zoom sessions as soon as I see how it's gonna work on our platform. We'll see. So 6, right? 6 cakes, break-even point. Now, break-even point in dollars. Let's use 2 formulas. So fixed cost is, let me put it in actual formula, fixed cost over contribution rate. So fixed cost is 2634 and contribution rate is 0.879759,519. Okay, so what is that? $2,994. Let's check this value using different formula. And different formula is this, P times break-even point in units, right? You don't have to round here anything. That's just 499 times 6. So, and guess what? It's exactly the same value. So we did good with contribution rate formula. Now, let's do that experiment. Please round for me number what represent contribution rate. What naturally you will be rounding this number to what number? Anybody? If you round, what
0.88.
0.88. Okay, let's do that. Contribution rate is 0.88. So BIP in dollars is 2634 over 0.88. So 2634 over 0.88, 2993.18. So what just happened? We lost money, right? We lost 82 cents.
Oh, yes.
So you see, rounding of contributional rate is not acceptable. So we're not going to do that. I'm just going to do this cross. Right? So in case you really don't want to use numbers like that, use formula in red. Okay? Let's move forward. Lorne is considering working for part-time painters. He would operate an independent painter as an independent painter, but the jobs would be given to him by the company. In the company's advertisement, $100 would be charged for each room painted. The painter would then receive 80% of the amount billed. For each job, the painter would supply paint and brushes at cost of $38. Each painter must have his or her own ladders, drop cloths, and other tools at cost of $7.20. So that's the fairy tale story. Now let's work with numbers. What is $100, people?
Fixed cost.
BP.
Nah, come on. You call company and say, I need to paint my room. You say, how many rooms you have? You say, one. They say, okay, pay us $100 and it's done. So what is $100? If you buy service for $100, what is that?
Variable
Sales
cost.
price?
No, that's
Oh,
the
the
price,
price.
guys.
Oh,
That's the price.
right, right.
So, but the price, I put P1 100, and you will know why P1. What we do now, we calculate break-even point for painter, not for the company. Yes, guys?
Could you say that again?
So
Sorry, what? What
we
do
need
now?
to calculate break-even point for the painter,
Not the
not for the
company.
company.
Okay.
Not the company. So what painter receives? The painter would then receive 80% from amount billed. So what we're gonna work with is 80, right? Because 80 is 80% from 100. Make sense?
Yes.
So that's the number what we're gonna work with. P. Now, $38, what is that? Yeah, yeah. $38, what is it? For each job, which is unit,
Variable
Variable cost.
yes, the variable cost, exactly. $38. Each painter must have his own blah blah blah. What is 720?
Fixed cost.
Fixed cost, yes. Fixed cost, 720. Okay, I guess we're ready, right? So excuse me, one second. Okay, so we're ready. Contribution margin is 80 minus 38. What is it? 42, right? Contribution rate is 42 over 80. It's a little over what? Than 50%. 0.525. Probably you noticed I do not convert that to percent because I'm gonna use whatever I calculated. For the computer answer, you would need to convert it, but I don't think it's a problem, right? So break-even point in units is fixed cost, which is 720. Let me turn off that. Okay, so 720 over 42. 720 over 42. 17.14. And here I'm gonna show you something interesting. So normally we what? We round up, right? Or we can say, if we say 18 is break even, then we understand that we already have partial profit there. So technically it's 17 full rooms and one wall painted or something like that. So break-even point in sales dollars. In sales dollars, that is fixed cost, which is 720 over 0.525. Let me double check the numbers. Yes. So 720 over 4.525, that's $13,771.43. Now, you may say, okay, what happened if I use different formula to find break-even point in dollars? For instance, this one. Right? So I would say what, 80 times 18, and it is what, something different, 1440. So answer is not accurate. Why so? Because 18 is rounded, right? So what we need to do, we need to say 80 times 17 point, what was that?
17.1628.
Yeah, I'm gonna divide it and read it from my calculator screen. 17 point, but thank you very much. 28.
No problem.
5714. If you do that, you will find 137,143. Accurate answer. So you have to judge which formula to use, right? If break-even point in units has to be rounded, so probably we will not use that formula, right? If contribution rate is nice and short, like in this case,
Yes,
0.525.
it's less complicated.
It's less complicated,
Yeah.
right? So we have to make our own judgment what tool we will use for our calculations. Okay, any questions, guys? Let's move forward. Really? This or this, Rajib? Which page? This one? This one, right? Okay. So let me know when you're ready. Yeah, of course. And guys, please calculate with me together. It's a good practice, not just copy and paste.
It's not that you go fast, but it's just that I have to see what you say to understand. So I can't get to the calculator fast enough.
Okay,
But I understand everything that's going on, so
that's
I'm
very
okay.
good. That's very good. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Question number next. Furry Friends Food Manufacturing has complied the following estimate for operations, and we have numbers. So, question 0. Do we have units here, yes or no?
No.
No units. Answer is correct. So we will use respective formulas for our calculations. And contribution margin would be sales minus VC. So contribution margin is 765,000 minus 497,250. CM is, let me see, so 76530 minus 497,250, 267, 750. Contribution rate. Contribution rate is contribution margin over sales, and it will be 267,750 over 765,000. And I have 35%. Nice and beautiful. So break-even point in sales dollars is fixed cost over contribution rate. It would be 152,100 over 0.35. $434,571.43. That's it. Let me know if you have any questions.
So, oh, no. I got it. Thank you.
No problem. Ready? Okay. Budget estimates for the parts department of local car dealership for the month of October showed the following. That's the following. So question 0, do we have units here, yes or no?
No.
No units. Answer is correct. Okay, so contribution margin, let me change color. Contribution margin, that is 1436000 minus 545680. Wow, how ugly is it? Sometimes it happens. Minus 545680. So contribution margin, let me calculate. minus 545, 680, 890, 320, yes. Contribution rate, that is contribution margin, should be 0, 320, over sales. %. Now break-even point in sales dollars is fixed cost. That is 650,000 over 0.62. $1,048,387.10. So that is break-even point in sales dollars. Any questions, people? Okay, so we're good to go. Now, effects of changes. So let's do this. Let's have a break. And after break, we will do. You want me to live here or in that question? Here, okay. So be back at, let's say 5. Back at 5 p.m. Okay, guys, break. Coffee break, yeah. If you can drink this time coffee, I wouldn't sleep after that. But anyways, coffee
That's the
break.
point, so we cannot sleep. We have too much to do.
I see. Okay. Okay, guys, break is over. Okay, let's continue. Effects. So what happens here, we're gonna change some parameters and see how it will affect the result. Let's read it. Time for Us has set up a booth in the shopping mall to sell calendars during the holiday season. The business can purchase the calendars for $2.69 each. It plans to set the unit price at $9.99. During the time it is in business, it must rent equipment for $190 per day and pay wages of $321 per day. Answer each of the following independent questions. Independent means that one question has no effect on another question, right? So before we start anything, let's work with those numbers. Okay, do we have units here, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, calendars.
Yes, calendars,
269.
units. So very good. So 269, what is it?
Variable.
Price? I'm
Variable.
sorry?
Yes, yes. Each. Calendars for 269 each. So variable cost is 269. Now, unit price 9.99. So it tells for itself. P 9.99. It's supposed to be 9. Okay, during blah blah blah, must rent equipment for 190 per day. What is it?
Fixed cost.
Fixed cost, yes. Fixed cost is 190. And pay wages of 321 per day. What is it?
Fixed cost.
Fixed cost, yes. Plus 321. So 190 plus 321, 5, no, something wrong. 511, something like that. Okay, question number 1. How many calendars must the business sell each day to break even? They don't specify what we're gonna use, functions or contribution rate, contribution margin approach. So whatever is easier. I think contribution margin is easier. So contribution margin is 9.99 minus 269. So 999 minus 269 is 730. That's contribution margin, and break-even point in units is 511 over 730. $70. So they have to sell 70 calendars to break even. So far, any questions?
Sorry, so that's 70 calendars every day.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're talking per day. Well, they pay rent per day, they pay salary per day. If you hire somebody, let's say a girl, to sell those calendars, she's not gonna ask you, did you sell or no? You have to pay her salary, right?
Right, right.
So question B, if it decreases the wages to 240 per day, 240.7 per day, how many must it sell each day to break even? So now what happens, we affect what kind of value? If we change in wages, what value will be affected? guys. Okay, let's put different way. What wages is part of what value? Fixed cost,
It's part
yes.
of the fixed cost.
Fixed cost, yes. Look how we calculated fixed cost, 190 rent plus wages, right? So fixed cost
Oh, okay.
is 190 plus what are new wages is 240.70. 240.70. So 190 plus 240.70, 430.70. So contribution margin was not affected, right? It's still 730. Therefore, we can calculate break-even point as 430. 70 over 730. Let's see. 59. So now you can see that decrease in expenses makes break-even point to drop. Basically, you faster start making money. Okay, C. If business puts calendars on sale at 25% off, what would be the profit if it sells 120 units in a day? So, C. Let's first calculate new price, right? So price is 9.99 times 1 minus 0.25. Okay. $7.49. Now, if you have questions or don't understand how I calculate it, better ask now. So what happened? I just reduced price by 25%.
But why did you put a 1 minus 0.25?
Okay. Did you ever go and buy stuff on sale? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, right? So imagine you come to the store and you see this. How much you gonna pay?
$100, 25% off.
How much you will pay?
$75.
How did you find it?
I took away.
So what you basically did, you did this, right?
Makes sense. Okay, okay.
Right? So now you take 100 out of brackets and you have this, right?
Right.
So exactly the same stuff.
Oh, okay, okay. So the one is kind of like the 100%.
One is one, well, 25%.
Okay.
0.25 is what discount.
Okay.
This
Makes
stuff
sense.
we will learn more in chapter 6. But you got it, right?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So, yeah, you forgot brackets. If you don't put brackets, you will have funny answer. You will take, you will take 999 minus 0.25, which is, well, not really not correct. Okay, so let's continue. We put it on sale and we sold 120, so we need profit. We need profit. What is profit? Profit is total revenue minus total cost. So, total revenue. 749, which is new price, times 120. Is that part clear? Guys? Yes. Minus
Yes.
total cost. Total cost is variable cost, which is 269 times 120 plus fixed cost. And fixed cost was 511. Okay, so let's see. Profit is 749 times 120, 89880 minus 83380. So $65. Profit is 65 bucks. Any questions?
Yes, I'm a bit confused at when you started with profit is equal to TR minus TC, which is equal to 4.49 times 120.
Okay, look,
Yeah.
this is total revenue.
Ah, okay. Oh,
This
yes.
is total cost, yes?
Okay. Yes, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Any more questions? Okay, so answer C is ready. What about D? On the last day, the business plans to be in the mall. 200 calendars will likely remain on hand. If the wages for the day are 222, what is the lowest price it can charge for each calendar and still break even for the day? So let's see. D. X is 200. Fixed cost affected, right? 190 plus 222. So 190 plus 222, 412. And we're looking for price. We're looking for price. Okay, so total revenue is P times 200. Total cost is 269 times 200 plus 412. This guy can be calculated. $950. Now to break even, we need to make total revenue equals total cost. So P times 200 equals 950. So from here, P will be 475. No less than that. If we sell for less, we will lose money. That's it. That's the answer. Let me know when you're ready to continue. Okay, guys, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Next fairy tale story. Sport Bags Inc. makes and sells backpacks for students. Financial projections for this line of products are revenue of 1,238,000. So basically $1.238 million. Total variable cost of 841,840 and fixed cost of 218,000. Answer each of the following independent questions. But before we do that, we need to answer question number 0. Do we have units here, yes or no?
No.
No units. Answer is correct. Does everyone understand that?
How comes?
How come? So
Since
we're
it's
still
a
talking about backpacks, right?
mm-hmm.
But what is the price for the backpack? Do you have the number? No, you just have revenue, right? You just have revenue. So it is case of no units. In addition, they can produce multiple backpacks, like different styles, different
Okay.
design, etc.,
Alright.
etc. So the fact they make backpacks doesn't mean that we have units here. Okay, so we're ready to work. How much are the contribution margin, contribution rate? So A, contribution margin is 1,238,000 minus 841,840. Let's see. $396,160. Contribution rate is 396,160 over, that's 1, over 1,238,000. 32%. So we answered A. B, how much of this product line does the business need to sell to break even? How much requires answer in dollars? Right, so B, break even point in dollars is fixed cost. Let me put formula just to refresh your memory. So fixed cost is 218,000 over 0.32. And that is $681,250. So that is answered for B. Let me know when you're done, because I have to flip a page.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, question C. If the business were to save 56,000 in variable cost by offering fewer colors of backpacks, how much of this product line would the business need to sell to break even? So what do we have? We don't change price. We sell for same money, right? But somehow we manage to reduce a variable cost. Okay. So C, variable cost changed 841,840 minus 56,000. Yes, 56,000. So 841,840 minus 56,000, 785, 840. So I changed variable cost. It means I affected everything. Contribution margin 1238000 minus 785 840. $452 160, and contribution rate is 452 160 over 238000. 03652 34249. That is contribution rate. Oops. Let me see. Yeah, numbers were correct. So please confirm my answers. Break-even point in dollars. And we have that long contribution rate, but what? We have no other choice, just to use it as is. Or we do have a choice, but we don't want to change it. Or it will affect our answer, right?
But maybe using the other formula might be easier.
We don't have other formula here.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That's no units case. There is no
Oh, yes,
alternative
right.
formula.
So only if there
So-
is units.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the answer. That's the answer. Let's compare to previous. Well, yeah, it's less. So it's natural. We reduce expenses. We start making money faster, right? That's what it is. Yep, right there. Okay, let me know when you're done. We still have question D. Okay, so if a specialized logo were printed on a backpacks, the variable cost would increase by 5% and the fixed cost would increase by 15,000. If the price of the backpacks were then increased by 10%, what would be the resulting net income? Very interesting question. So let me change color. Let's say this one. So D. I increase variable cost by 5%. 841,840. Okay, let me double check the value. Yes, that's what it is. Times 105. Doing that gives me 5% increase. Make sure, guys, you understand that calculations. If not, I will explain more in details. Just let me know. Okay, fixed cost increased by 15,000. Fixed cost is 218 plus 15.
Yeah,
218
sorry, what's
plus.
the 1.05?
Okay, in a moment.
Of course.
Okay, y is 1.05. Look at that. Let me take VC just in general. If I want to add 5%, right, I would do this. Yes or no?
Sorry, my thing is lagging. Let me just reload.
Okay.
So sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. So
So
if you were
if
to
I want to increase by 5%, right? So I take original value plus 5% from that value, yes?
yes.
So again, VC out of brackets. Yes?
Yes.
This magic I call algebra.
Ah, right. Okay, okay.
That's black magic.
Okay. Sorry, I need to see things sometimes to really understand.
No problem. That's why we're here. And you take a very good approach by understanding the material, not just memorizing. It's very important. So fixed cost is very clear, right? I just add two numbers and that's it. Let me see, that's 3. That's supposed to be 3. So let me see what happened to the price. Price we increased by 10%. So very similar to variable cost. Just instead of 5, we take 10 times 1.1. I hope this should be clear now, right?
Right, right.
Okay. That's it. Now they want net income. What is net income? It's actually not the price, it's sales. My bad, I should fix it. Sales. We don't have price here. So net income. That's sales minus all the expenses, right? Yes or no? So let's see, what is it? Oops, 868. So that's the income. Let me know when you're done calculating. Ask me questions if you have, because I have question for you, but only when you're ready. You check something. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, guys, are you ready? for my question?
Yep.
Okay, let's come back to original question. So what happened? They put special logo. Was it worth it? Did it work for them or not? What do you say?
I would say no.
Okay, so it means that you are guessing, right? Yes, you
Kind
are
of, yes.
guessing. Yes, kind of, sort of. Now, let's not guess. Let's do calculations. So what I'm gonna do, I highlight original values. And let's calculate net income before changes. How about that? And before changes, net income was 1238000 minus 841,840 plus 218,000. Okay, let's do it. And I have answer $178,160. So did they do good or no?
No. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Because that's the old one. Okay. Yes.
Before changes, you had,
Mhm.
let's say, 180,000. I'm just rounding, okay? Profit. After changing, you have like 60,000 more. Again, that's the rough
Right.
estimate, right? So, yes, it was good change. It was a good change. Okay, let me see. Yeah, and next step is a homework. So we're done.
Sorry, sir. Could we just go back?
Oh yeah, of course, right here.
Just to make sure that I understood the net income, the 1,238,000, right?
That's, yes.
That's the old
That's the sales before changes.
okay. And they gave us that number, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oops.
Yes.
That is right there. That's
Right.
original numbers.
Okay.
So remember, A, B, C, D, those are independent questions, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes.
So those are original numbers. And
So the
yes,
formula for net income, because I didn't write it down, sorry. So the formula for net income would be
well, if you want formulas,
yes,
net income is sales minus what? VC plus FC.
okay.
It's look here, same
Mm-hmm.
idea, profit, which is net income, right? Total
Right.
revenue minus total cost, same thing.
Okay, so they're equal, they're the same.
Well, equal. Blue formula we use when we have uh, units, right? Red
Oh, yes.
formula
Okay.
used when we have no units, but nature, that's the same. Okay, take your cell phone,
Okay.
right? Show it to somebody. You see the screen, the other person sees the back of the phone, right? Yes or no?
Correct. Correct.
So if you start explaining, describing what you see, it will be different what other person sees. But
Right.
it didn't change the nature. You have a cell phone.
Okay. Makes sense.
Same here. Net income is profit, but this notification used for case where we have no units. That's it.
Okay, I see.
I see. Okay, guys. We're done for today. That's your homework. and that's it. Later today, I will upload a video on YouTube. Before that, it could be found on Blackboard. Okay. So thank you guys for the class. And
I just had a question.
yeah, of course.
So the alternative alternative equation, do we use
Mhm.
that when we have units or when we don't have units?
Okay, guys, I want you to understand the nature. Okay, nature. So hold on a second. But this units, this no units. But sales is total revenue. Yes or no? Variable cost plus fixed cost is total cost. Make sense? Yes,
Oh, yes, that makes a lot of sense.
absolutely.
So you
It's the
do,
same. Yeah, sorry.
sorry, so
Go
you
ahead.
do the one without the units, you cannot use total cost because you don't,
Well, you have to just calculate it, and
right, you
those
have to
brackets,
calculate it. Okay,
this bracket is total cost.
right, okay, makes sense.
Okay. So, any more questions, people? Okay, no questions. Then again, thank you for class. See you next week. Have a nice weekend. Stay warm. It's going to be minus 30 tonight, so don't go anywhere.
Thank you, sir. You too. Take care.
Yeah. Take care. Bye
Take
bye.
care. Have a good one.
You too.